Chapter 1. Introduction. Anna's Dream. In the heart of a bustling city, nestled between the skyscrapers, there was a quaint little cafe. This was Anna and Mary's sanctuary, their haven of friendship. The cafe had an air of nostalgia, with its wooden furniture and faded wallpaper. The smell of freshly baked bread mingled with the aroma of brewing coffee, evoking a sense of comfort and warmth. Anna and Mary had discovered this place during their college years, and it had since become their regular meet-up spot. This particular afternoon was like any other. Anna sat across from Mary, her fingers wrapped around a steaming cup of tea. The tea, a comforting blend of chamomile and mint, had always been Anna's favourite, but today it seemed to taste bitter. Mary noticed Anna's far-off gaze, her eyes brimming with an unusual sorrow.
"What's the matter, Anna?"
she asked, her voice laced with concern. With a sigh, Anna lifted her eyes to meet Mary's.
I have always dreamed of becoming a mother, Mary.
She began, her voice barely above a whisper.
But the doctors, they say I can't conceive. Stephen and we can't have a child.
There was a pause, the silence wrapping around them like a shroud. Mary reached across the table, giving Anna's hand a reassuring squeeze.
"Oh, Anna,"
she murmured, her eyes welling up with empathetic tears. Anna's eyes reflected her inner turmoil. She had always loved children. In college, she was known to be the one always ready to babysit or help with a friend's younger siblings. She dreamed of cradling her baby, of bedtime stories, of shared laughter and tender moments. And now, that dream seemed like an unreachable star. The rest of the afternoon passed in quiet understanding. Mary listened to Anna as she unveiled her heartache, her dreams, and her fears. The cafe, their sanctuary, bore witness to their unspoken bond. The aroma of tea and empathy filled the air as the day slipped into twilight, marking the first chapter of a journey yet unknown. Little did they know that this conversation was only the beginning. This was Anna's dream, a dream that was to take them on a journey of courage, hope, and unyielding friendship. Chapter 2. The Unpleasant News. The sterile walls of the doctor's office were stark cold. Stephen and Anna sat side by side, their hands clasped tightly as they waited for the doctor to break the silence. They had been trying to have a baby for over a year now, with no luck. They had sought medical advice, undergone tests, and were now awaiting the results. The clock on the wall seemed to tick louder than usual, as if counting down to a revelation that was going to change their lives forever. Dr. Brown, a kind-eyed man in his early 60s, had been their family doctor for years. His normally cheerful demeanour seemed weighed down today. He adjusted his glasses and cleared his throat, his hands holding a file that contained the test results.
"I'm sorry, Anna and Stephen,"
he began, his voice careful and measured.
"The test results confirm that it is highly unlikely for you two to conceive naturally."
The words hit Anna and Stephen like a punch in the gut. Their dreams of starting a family, of hearing the delighted giggles of a child echoing through their home, seemed to shatter. Anna felt a lump forming in her throat, her heart heavy with despair. She tried to grasp the enormity of the doctor's words, but her mind seemed to be spinning. She had imagined this moment, of course, given their struggles over the past year, but the reality of it was a completely different monster. Stephen, a man known for his jovial spirit and undeniable optimism, sat there speechless. He looked at Anna, his face pale, his eyes mirroring the same grief that was consuming Anna. They had been together through thick and thin, weathered numerous storms, but this was different. This was a personal and intimate loss, the dream that seemed to evaporate before it could even take form. The ride back home was silent, each lost in their own thoughts, their hearts filled with a profound sense of grief. Their home, usually a sanctuary filled with love and laughter, felt empty, its silence echoing their unspoken sorrow. That night, as they lay in bed, Stephen wrapped his arms around Anna. Their whispered assurances to each other served as a solemn vow. They were in this together. Their dreams may have taken a hit, their path may have encountered a hurdle, but their resolve was undiminished.
Tomorrow is another day.
Stephen whispered into the silence of their darkened room, his voice steady despite the turmoil he was experiencing. And with that promise of a new day, a flicker of hope ignited in Anna's heart, a stubborn flame that refused to be extinguished, paving the way for the journey that lay ahead. Chapter 3. The Adoption Decision. Weeks had passed since that life-altering doctor's appointment. Anna and Stephen, though still nursing their emotional wounds, had started to rebuild their hopes. Their home was gradually filling with laughter again, the resilience of their bond becoming more apparent. They were determined to not let their dreams fade into oblivion. One late Sunday afternoon, the sun casting long shadows in their living room, Anna broached a subject that had been lingering in her mind.
Stephen,
She began, her voice barely above a whisper.
have we ever considered adoption?
Stephen, who had been immersed in the Sunday paper, looked up, his eyes meeting Anna's. The question hung in the air, like a delicate thread, connecting their unvoiced dreams to the realm of possibility. The following days saw Anna and Stephen immersed in research. They spent hours on the internet, reading about adoption processes, reaching out to adoption agencies, and even joining online support groups. They realized that adoption, though a different route to parenthood, held a promise, a beacon of hope that lit their path. Visits to the local adoption agency became a regular part of their routine. They met with social workers, filled out numerous forms, and even started attending preparatory workshops. Each step brought them closer to their dream, a dream of hearing the pitter-patter of little feet in their home, of sleepless nights filled with lullabies, and days filled with laughter and learning. Adoption was a journey of its own, laden with challenges and paperwork, but Anna and Stephen were undeterred. The more they delved into the process, the more they understood that this was not just about them. This was about providing a loving home to a child who needed it. This was about transforming their despair into a beacon of hope for someone else. Despite the long process and bureaucratic hurdles, there was a newfound hope in their hearts. Every meeting, every form they filled, brought them closer to becoming parents. Yes, it was different from what they had initially imagined, but it was becoming their reality, a reality they were ready to embrace with open arms. As the sun set each day, casting a golden glow on their lives, they looked forward to the future with anticipation. The decision to adopt had rekindled their dream of parenthood, filling their hearts with joy, hope, and love. The chapter of adoption in their lives had just begun, marking the start of an emotional journey towards their dream of becoming parents. Little did they know, the path ahead held many surprises, teaching them lessons in resilience, patience, and unconditional love. Chapter 4. Stephen's Betrayal. The spring had arrived, painting the world in hues of pink and white. But the vibrant colours outside were a stark contrast to the growing tension within Anna and Stephen's home. The laughter that had begun to echo in their house had faded again, replaced by silence and unvoiced questions. One evening, Stephen came home with an unsettling look in his eyes. He looked older, the usually joyful glint in his eyes replaced with a tired, hollow gaze. Anna immediately felt a knot of worry forming in her stomach. She could sense that something was off.
Stephen,
She started, her voice wavering.
is everything okay?
In response, Stephen merely sighed, his gaze not meeting hers. Then he dropped the bombshell.
Anna,
He said, his voice betraying a hint of guilt.
I've met someone else.
The words hung in the air, piercing the silence like a sharp blade. Anna felt her world spinning out of control. Stephen's words echoed in her ears, the magnitude of his betrayal slowly sinking in. Her heart pounded in her chest as she grappled with the revelation.
But what about our dream?
She finally managed to ask, her voice a mere whisper. The dream of becoming a mother, their shared dream of raising a child together, seemed to shatter once again. Stephen only shook his head.
I'm sorry, Anna.
He replied, his words tasting bitter.
I can't.
That night, Anna was left alone in the house that was supposed to be their home, their sanctuary. Stephen had packed his bags and left, leaving behind a broken heart and a shattered dream. Anna felt a profound sense of loss and betrayal. She was left with a gaping hole in her heart, the dreams of motherhood seeming more distant than ever. The days that followed were a blur. The silence in her home was deafening, the loneliness overwhelming. Anna felt as though she was navigating through a dark tunnel with no end in sight. Yet, amidst the heartache and betrayal, a spark of resilience was born. Anna was no stranger to pain, and she knew that this too shall pass. She had always been a fighter, and she wasn't about to let Stephen's betrayal define her. With newfound determination, she decided to face the challenges head-on. Yes, Stephen had abandoned her, but she was not alone. She had her dreams to keep her company, the dreams of becoming a mother. This chapter of her life might have ended in betrayal, but Anna was ready to turn the page, ready to start a new chapter. The journey towards motherhood was far from over, and Anna was ready to face it, one step at a time. Chapter 5. Healing Through Friendship. In the face of the emotional storm that had engulfed her life, Anna sought refuge in her friendship with Mary. The quaint little café, the sanctuary of their friendship, was where she chose to break the news of Stephen's departure. As Anna unravelled the series of events to Mary, the air between them filled with a profound sense of sadness. Mary listened, her heart aching at the pain that her dear friend was experiencing. She felt a surge of anger towards Stephen, but she knew this wasn't the time for that. This was the time for empathy, for providing a comforting shoulder to lean on.
Anna,
She said gently, reaching out to hold her friend's hand.
I'm so sorry.
Tears welled up in Anna's eyes as she nodded, acknowledging Mary's compassion. She didn't need words of wisdom or advice. She just needed a friend, and Mary was there, as she always had been. Over cups of chamomile and mint tea, Anna found a safe space to express her feelings, her fears and her dreams. Each meeting with Mary became a therapeutic session, providing her with the strength she needed to face her new reality. Mary listened, her heart filled with empathy and respect for Anna. The healing power of friendship became evident in those weeks. Mary was there at every step, her support unwavering. Whether it was a middle-of-the-night phone call when Anna couldn't sleep, or a comforting hug when the paperwork from the adoption agency became overwhelming, Mary was her rock. Anna found solace in their friendship, in the shared silences, and in the comforting words. As she navigated the choppy waters of her life, she knew she had a safe harbor in Mary. Her heartache began to lessen, replaced by a sense of calm acceptance. Through this journey, their friendship deepened. It was tested, but it emerged stronger, becoming a testament to their shared experiences, their bond, and their mutual respect. In the end, Anna realized that while one chapter of her life had ended in betrayal, another one was opening up in the form of strengthened friendship. Mary had been there. From the moment Anna shared her dream of motherhood to the heartbreak of Stephen's betrayal, Anna knew that the path towards motherhood would be filled with challenges, but with Mary by her side, she felt ready to face them all. After all, the journey to healing was not meant to be travelled alone, and Anna was grateful to have Mary by her side, their bond serving as a beacon of hope amidst the storm. Chapter 6. The Other Side of the Coin. In the quiet confines of her home, Mary found herself reflecting on her own life. A loving husband, a son who filled her life with joy, and a comfortable home. She had everything that Anna desired. Each conversation with Anna, Each shared moment of her friend's struggle was like holding up a mirror to her own life, and the reflection she saw made her feel uneasy. Mary had always been aware of her good fortune, but Anna's predicament put things into a sharper perspective. The comfort of her life suddenly felt overwhelming, almost suffocating. She couldn't help but compare her happiness with Anna's struggles, her heart heavy with a sense of guilt. One evening, as she was tucking Timothy into bed, he asked her, "Mama, why does Aunt Anna look so sad?" The innocence in his voice was a stark contrast to the weight of his question. Mary looked at her son, her heart filled with mixed emotions. She explained to Timothy about the complexities of life, about how sometimes people we love go through tough times. She told him that Aunt Anna was feeling a bit sad because she wanted a baby just like him, but was finding it a bit difficult. Timothy, in his innocent wisdom, replied, "But I love Aunt Anna. She can share me." Mary was taken aback by the simplicity of Timothy's solution, and in that moment she realized that perhaps she was looking at things from the wrong perspective. Instead of feeling guilty about her good fortune, she could channel her energies into being there for Anna, into becoming a pillar of support for her friend. Over the following days, Mary made a conscious effort to share her life with Anna, inviting her over more often, involving her in Timothy's activities, and creating a safe space for Anna to express her feelings. She knew she couldn't fully comprehend Anna's pain, but she could empathize with her and be there for her. This reflection on her own life, this comparison with Anna's struggles, made Mary appreciate her blessings more. It also made her realize the importance of empathy, of being there for those we love, and of sharing not just our joys, but also our strengths. This chapter in Mary's life was a lesson in empathy and self-reflection, a lesson that made her a better friend, a better mother, and a better person, and she knew she was ready to help Anna in any way she could, ready to share her life, the son, and her strength with her best friend. After all, friendship was about sharing, the good times and the bad, the joys and the struggles, the dreams and the journey towards them. Chapter 7. A Bond Beyond Friendship. The warm summer months brought along a unique bond blossoming between Anna and Timothy. With Mary's support, Anna found herself spending more time with Timothy, forming a connection that was special in its own right. The first time Timothy called Anna his second mom, it was in the middle of a casual dinner at Mary's house. Anna, who had been helping Timothy with his peas, was taken aback. The room fell silent for a moment before filling with a comforting warmth. She looked at Timothy, his innocent eyes gleaming with affection, and felt a surge of emotions. From that day forward, Timothy's nickname for Anna stuck. She became his second mom, an honor she held close to her heart. They spent countless hours together, playing in the park, reading stories, and even baking cookies. The laughter and joy that filled these moments was a balm to Anna's aching heart. Timothy's company was a reminder of the love and joy a child could bring into life. Mary watched this growing bond with a sense of contentment. She saw how naturally Anna took to motherhood, how effortlessly she seemed to understand and respond to Timothy's needs. There was a certain magic in the way Anna and Timothy interacted, a natural rapport that left no room for doubt about Anna's potential as a mother. One afternoon, as Mary watched Anna and Timothy build a castle with wooden blocks, she couldn't help but marvel at the scene. Here was her best friend, who had faced so much pain and loss, laughing and playing with her son. Anna, who had been betrayed by the man she loved, was finding joy in the simplest of moments. And Timothy, he was learning about kindness, empathy, and love from his second mom. The bond between Anna and Timothy was a testament to the strength of love and resilience. It was a beacon of hope for Anna, a tangible reminder of her dreams of motherhood. And for Mary, it was proof that good can come out of the most challenging circumstances. This unique bond, this connection that went beyond friendship, was a lesson for everyone. It was a lesson in empathy, in resilience, and in love. As the sun set on those summer days, casting long shadows on the memories being created, Anna found herself inching closer to her dream of motherhood. One laugh, one hug, one second mom moment at a time. Chapter 8. Mary's Dilemma. Mary's desire to help Anna was strong and unwavering. Seeing her friend struggle and fight for her dreams stirred a resolve within her. Yet, as she lay in bed each night, she grappled with the question of how she could truly help. She knew that Anna's journey was her own to traverse. She could offer her friendship and love, but she couldn't fight the battle for her. She couldn't make the adoption process move faster or erase the pain of Stephen's betrayal. Yet, she felt an inherent need to do more, to help alleviate Anna's suffering in some way. Mary mulled over the question, turning it over in her mind like a complex puzzle. She observed Anna with Timothy, saw the joy and the natural motherly instinct in her friend. Each interaction between Anna and Timothy was a striking reminder of what Anna could offer to a child. The love, the care, and the bond she had formed with Timothy was an indication of the wonderful mother Anna would make. And then there was Timothy himself. Mary noticed the positive impact Anna had on her son. He was learning about empathy, about resilience, and about the various forms love could take. Anna's presence in their lives had enriched them in more ways than one. This made Mary question if there was a way to use their familial bond to help Anna. But how could she do that without overstepping? How could she assist Anna in her journey to motherhood without imposing? The nights turned into days, and Mary continued to wrestle with her dilemma. She wanted nothing more than to ease Anna's burden, but the solution eluded her. She felt like she was standing on the edge of a precipice, aware that she needed to take a step forward, but uncertain about the path ahead. But amidst the confusion, Mary held on to her resolve. She knew that her intention to help came from a place of deep love and respect for her friend. Even if she didn't have all the answers right now, she believed in her ability to find a way. After all, the journey to helping someone isn't always clear-cut. It is often filled with uncertainties and dilemmas. But as long as the heart is in the right place, as long as the desire to help is genuine, the path will eventually reveal itself. One second mom moment at a time. Chapter 9. A heartfelt proposal. The answer to Mary's dilemma came to her one quiet evening as she watched Timothy and Anna engrossed in a board game. Seeing their bond, their shared laughter, and the way Timothy looked at Anna, she realized what she needed to do. She invited Anna for a cup of tea the next morning, choosing the serene environment of their favorite cafe for this important conversation. As they sat across each other, their friendship steeped in years of shared memories, Mary mustered up the courage to voice her thoughts.
Anna,
She began, her voice steady.
I have been thinking about your dream, your journey. And I believe there's a way I can help you, a way we can help each other.
Anna looked at Mary, her eyes reflecting curiosity and a hint of surprise. She was intrigued by the seriousness in Mary's voice.
Timothy adores you.
Mary continued.
He sees you as his second mother, and I see how naturally you've taken to that role, how easily you've formed a bond with him. It's beautiful.
Anna nodded, her heart warmed by Mary's words. She cherished her bond with Timothy, and hearing Mary acknowledge it meant the world to her.
I was thinking,
Mary said, choosing her words carefully.
If it's okay with you, we can legally make it so. We can appoint you as Timothy's legal guardian, along with us. It won't change much in our daily lives, but it would give you legal recognition as a mother. It's not the same as having your own child, I know, but it's a step toward your dream.
The words hung in the air as Anna absorbed the magnitude of Mary's proposal. She was taken aback, a rush of emotions flooding her. It was an unusual solution, unconventional even, but it was heartfelt. It was a testament to their friendship, to their shared journey, and to the bond that Timothy and she had formed. Mary's suggestion was a beam of light in Anna's journey, a tangible solution that promised to bring her a step closer to her dream. It was a heartfelt proposal, born out of love, friendship, and the shared bond of motherhood. And as Anna sat there, looking at her best friend across the table, she felt a surge of gratitude. This was a turning point in her journey, a heart-warming moment that promised to shape the path towards her dream. Chapter 10. Anna's Doubts. Anna carried Mary's proposal in her heart as she returned home that evening. Her mind was a whirlwind of thoughts, a tempest of emotions. On one hand, she was touched by Mary's sincere gesture. On the other, she was wrestling with the complexity of the decision before her. Becoming Timothy's legal guardian was not just a symbolic act. It would mean stepping into the role of a mother, a role she had desired for so long, but in a manner she hadn't anticipated. It meant walking into a territory that was both familiar, due to her bond with Timothy, yet unfamiliar in terms of the responsibilities it entailed. She wondered if she was ready for it. She wondered if it was fair to Timothy, to Mary and her husband. She wondered if this was the right path to her dream. As she sat in her living room, the silence around her echoing her internal turmoil, she questioned if this was just a way to fill the void Stephen's departure had left. She questioned if this decision would somehow diminish her chances of adopting a child in the future. She questioned if she was letting her emotions dictate her decision. Every question spun a thread of doubt, weaving a tapestry of uncertainty that clouded her judgment. She found herself caught between the dream of motherhood and the complexity of the journey towards it. Yet amidst the whirlwind, amidst the doubts, she held on to the sincerity of Mary's proposal. She remembered the look in Timothy's eyes when he called her his second mom, the genuine affection and trust in his voice. She remembered the warmth that filled her heart every time she spent time with him. She remembered the strength of their bond, a bond that defied conventional definitions. And in these memories she found a glimmer of clarity. She realized that while her doubts were valid, they were also a natural part of the decision-making process. They were a reflection of the magnitude of the decision before her, a testament to the weight it held in her life. As she navigated the labyrinth of her doubts, she acknowledged them as part of her journey, not obstacles in her path. She knew she would need time to grapple with them, to understand them, and eventually make a decision. But she also knew that whatever decision she made, it would be guided by her dream, her love for Timothy, and the strength of her friendship with Mary. And knowing this, she felt a semblance of peace amidst the storm. Chapter 11. The first step. Days turned into weeks as Anna grappled with her decision. It was a time of introspection, a journey of understanding her emotions, her doubts, and her dreams. The uncertainty hung heavy, but amidst it all, there was a thread of hope, a beacon of light that guided her. One day, while spending an afternoon with Timothy, a moment of clarity washed over her. They were in the park, Timothy chasing butterflies while she watched, seated on a bench. Seeing the joy on Timothy's face, hearing his laughter fill the air, Anna felt a familiar warmth in her heart. It was in this simple, unadorned moment that she found her answer. She looked at Timothy, at the bond they had nurtured, and realized that it was time to take the first step. It was time to embrace the role of a mother, to let her dream take flight. Emboldened by this realization, she met Mary the following day. As they sat down for their usual cup of tea, Anna looked at Mary, her eyes filled with determination and gratitude.
Mary,
she began,
I've thought about your proposal. I've grappled with my doubts, my fears, and I've realized that it's time. It's time for me to take the first step.
Mary's eyes shone with a mix of relief and joy. She reached out across the table, holding Anna's hands in a warm, firm grip.
Anna,
she said, her voice choked with emotion.
I'm with you. We're in this together.
With Mary's conviction echoing in her ears, Anna felt a surge of courage. She knew the road ahead wouldn't be easy, but she also knew she wouldn't be walking it alone. Mary's support, Timothy's love, and her own resolve would guide her through it. And so she decided to take the first step, to embrace her dream of becoming a mother. It wasn't the conventional path she had imagined, but it was a path filled with love, friendship, and the promise of a dream fulfilled. As she embarked on this journey, she held on to the conviction that every step, every decision, would bring her closer to the dream she cherished. Chapter 12. Unforeseen Challenges. With her decision made, Anna entered into a new phase of her journey. However, the path to becoming Timothy's legal guardian was not as straightforward as she had anticipated. There were papers to be filed, legalities to be understood, and a plethora of regulations to be navigated. The complexities were daunting, yet Anna was not deterred. One of the first hurdles she faced was the legal intricacies of the process. Laws regarding guardianship were convoluted, laden with legal jargon that seemed foreign to Anna. She spent countless hours reading through documents, trying to decipher the language, making sense of the procedures. It was frustrating, the pace slow and tedious, yet Anna persisted. She studied, researched, and even sought legal advice to help her through this phase. Alongside this, there were also emotional hurdles to be overcome. The process was a reminder of her own inability to have a child, a reality she was still grappling with. It brought to the surface insecurities and fears she had buried. There were days when doubt clouded her heart, moments when the magnitude of her decision overwhelmed her. And then there was the reaction of those around her. Not everyone understood her decision. There were whispers, unasked questions, and even judgment from people who did not fully comprehend her journey. Dealing with these reactions was an emotional test of her resilience. Despite these challenges, Anna remained steadfast. Each hurdle, each obstacle, served only to strengthen her resolve. She saw each challenge as an opportunity to grow, to develop resilience, to stand tall in the face of adversity. The journey was difficult, the path fraught with hurdles, but Anna was undeterred. She knew that every step she took, however challenging, was a step closer to her dream. Her resilience shone through, the spirit unbroken, as she navigated through the challenges. Her dream of becoming a mother, the support of her friend Mary, and the love she had for Timothy were her guiding lights, illuminating her path through the unforeseen challenges. With every passing day, despite the difficulties, Anna was proving to herself and everyone around her that she was not just capable of becoming a legal guardian, but that she was ready to become a mother, and in doing so, she was moving closer to making her dream a reality. Chapter 13. Mary's Unwavering Support. The process was proving to be more challenging than Anna had anticipated. The numerous legal requirements, the paperwork, and the emotional toll were enough to make anyone falter. But Anna was not alone. Amid these trials, Mary was her pillar of support. Mary stood by Anna, not just as a friend, but as a beacon of hope. Her unwavering support provided Anna with the strength she needed to navigate through the labyrinth of legalities and the emotional turmoil. Mary was there with her at every turn. She accompanied Anna to meetings with lawyers, helping her understand the legal jargon that seemed so foreign. Her practical knowledge became an invaluable resource for Anna, helping her make sense of the legal intricacies. But Mary's support was not just practical, it was deeply emotional as well. When Anna was overwhelmed, when doubt clouded her heart, Mary was there to reassure her, to remind her of her strength. She became Anna's confidant, lending her a shoulder to lean on, a compassionate ear to listen to her fears, and a voice of encouragement to lift her spirits. Mary's home became a sanctuary for Anna, a place of comfort where she could express her vulnerabilities without fear of judgment. Mary ensured that Anna never felt alone in her journey, going out of her way to make Anna feel seen, heard, and cherished. And amidst all the support, Mary also ensured that Anna never lost sight of her dream. She reminded her of the bond she shared with Timothy, of the love that the young boy had for Anna. She reminded her of the joy that motherhood brought, of the love that a child brought into one's life. Mary's unwavering support was not just a testament of her friendship with Anna, but also a reflection of her deep respect for Anna's dream. She recognized Anna's resilience, her courage, and her unwavering dedication to becoming a mother. With Mary by her side, Anna found the strength to face each challenge, to overcome each hurdle. She found solace in Mary's presence, comfort in her words, and inspiration in her actions. Through every trial, every difficulty, Mary's unwavering support became Anna's guiding light, illuminating her path towards her dream of motherhood. Chapter 14. A Ray of Hope. For weeks, Anna had been navigating through a sea of challenges, her journey filled with obstacles and setbacks. But she remained determined, her will unbroken, and just when things seemed most daunting, a breakthrough came, shining like a ray of hope. One afternoon, as Anna sat in yet another meeting with her lawyer, she was informed that her application to become Timothy's legal guardian was progressing positively. The lawyer explained that they had successfully navigated the first round of legal hurdles, and the next steps looked promising. Anna couldn't believe her ears. She was finally seeing progress, tangible evidence that her dream might become a reality. This news, this glimmer of hope, had an immediate effect on Anna. It breathed new life into her dream, infusing her with a renewed sense of determination and enthusiasm. She knew that there was still a long way to go, that more hurdles awaited her. But this breakthrough, this progress, was proof that her efforts were not in vain. With this newfound hope, Anna found herself more motivated than ever. She became more diligent in her preparations, more resilient in the face of obstacles. She knew that this was just the beginning, that there were still challenges to overcome. But now she also knew that she could do it, that she had the strength and the will to navigate this journey. This ray of hope also brought a renewed sense of purpose to Mary's efforts. She felt encouraged, reassured that her support for Anna was bearing fruit. She knew that they still had a long road ahead, but this breakthrough was a testament to their combined strength and determination. News of this progress also reached Timothy. His joy was boundless, his excitement palpable. He started dreaming of the day when Anna would officially become his second mother. His innocence and unbridled joy added another layer of motivation for Anna. The journey was far from over. There were still challenges to overcome, trials to face. But this ray of hope, this breakthrough, was a beacon that guided Anna forward. It fueled her determination, reinforced her will, and reminded her of the power of resilience. It reminded her that every challenge faced, every obstacle overcome, was a step closer to her dream of becoming a mother. And with this hope, Anna was ready to face whatever came her way. Chapter 15. The Final Hurdle. After months of tireless efforts and relentless determination, Anna stood on the threshold of achieving her dream. Just one final hurdle remained, the last round of legal approvals and the most challenging one, an interview with the Child Welfare Agency. The interview was a crucial component of the process. It was a test of her readiness to assume the responsibilities of a guardian, an assessment of her ability to provide a nurturing environment for Timothy. The thought of this test was intimidating, and the stakes were high. Its outcome could decide the fate of her dream. Preparations for the interview were intense. Anna spent countless hours reviewing documents, understanding legal requirements, and rehearsing potential questions. She dove into parenting books, child psychology articles, and guardianship law to ensure she was fully equipped for the interview. Mary stood by her side, bolstering her confidence, helping her prepare, and providing moral support. On the day of the interview, Anna woke up with a whirlwind of emotions swirling inside her. There was anticipation, anxiety, hope, and above all, a fierce determination to succeed. She dressed in her most professional attire, took a deep breath, and stepped into the meeting room with a brave smile. The interview was an intense experience. She was grilled on various aspects of her life, her job, her financial stability, her personal life, and her relationship with Timothy. The questions were probing, designed to examine her preparedness to take on this monumental responsibility. But Anna faced them head-on, answering each question with honesty and conviction. Her love for Timothy and her desire to be a mother shone through in her responses. As she walked out of the interview room, Anna felt a mixture of relief and anticipation. She had given her best, but the decision was now out of her hands. It was a test of her patience and resilience as she awaited the result. Through it all, Mary was her rock, providing her with emotional support, helping her deal with the anxiety, and reminding her of her strength. They waited together, their hopes intertwined, their spirits high. This final hurdle was a test of Anna's resilience, her strength, and her commitment to her dream. It was a challenge that she faced with determination and courage, her spirit unbroken, her resolve unwavering. She had come this far on her journey, and she was ready to face whatever came her way. She knew that whatever the outcome, she had given her all to the pursuit of her dream, and for that she was already victorious. Chapter 16. Triumph over Despair. The wait was agonizing. Days turned into weeks as Anna waited for the result of her interview. Her mind was a whirl of thoughts and emotions, flitting between hope and anxiety. But amidst the uncertainty, Anna held on to her resolve, her faith in her dream unwavering. And then, one sunny afternoon, the phone rang. The voice on the other end delivered the news Anna had been waiting for. The Child Welfare Agency had approved her application. She was officially Timothy's legal guardian. It felt surreal, the words echoing in her mind as tears welled up in her eyes. She had done it. She had triumphed over despair. Anna's victory was not just a testament to her strength and determination, but also a symbol of her love for Timothy and her desire to be a mother. She had faced every challenge head-on, remained resilient in the face of adversity, and emerged victorious. Her triumph was a celebration of her perseverance, her courage, and her unwavering dedication to her dream. Mary was overjoyed. Her friend's victory felt like her own. She had stood by Anna through every challenge, every hurdle, every setback, and now she shared in her triumph. They celebrated together, their happiness echoing in laughter and tears of joy. And Timothy, the young boy at the heart of this journey, was elated. His joy was pure and unbridled, his smile radiant. His second mother, Anna, was now officially his guardian, and the knowledge filled him with happiness. But Anna's triumph was more than just the realization of her dream. It was a testament to her journey, to the resilience she had displayed, the determination she had shown. She had faced adversity, navigated through a sea of challenges, and never lost sight of her dream. Through this journey, Anna had also grown as an individual. She had discovered a strength she never knew she possessed, a resilience that was awe-inspiring. She had learned that challenges were not obstacles but opportunities for growth, that despair could be turned into hope, that dreams could be achieved with perseverance and courage. As she celebrated her victory, Anna looked back at her journey with a sense of pride. She had faced despair, overcome challenges, and emerged triumphant. Her story was one of resilience, of strength, of the power of dreams. It was a story of triumph over despair. And as she looked towards the future, Anna knew that her journey as Timothy's mother had just begun. She was ready for this new chapter, ready to embark on this journey of motherhood, ready to shower Timothy with all the love she had. Her triumph was just the beginning. Her dream had become a reality, and she was ready to embrace it with open arms. Chapter 17. A New Beginning. With the legal formalities behind her and Timothy's guardianship firmly in her hands, Anna's life started a new chapter. The once distant dream was now a tangible reality. The home that once echoed with loneliness was now filled with the laughter and energy of a child. The woman who once yearned for motherhood was now the guardian of a beautiful boy. A new beginning had dawned. a beginning filled with joy, fulfillment, and love. The transformation in Anna's life was profound. Her days were now interspersed with school runs, play dates, homework sessions, and bedtime stories. The once quiet evenings were now filled with the sounds of Timothy's chatter and laughter. Every day brought a new learning, a new experience, a new joy. This was the life Anna had always dreamed of, a life filled with love and happiness. As she watched Timothy grow, Anna felt an overwhelming sense of fulfillment. His smile was her joy, his laughter her music. The love she felt for him was beyond anything she had ever experienced. She revelled in the small moments, the shared smiles, the bedtime stories, the soft kisses goodnight. Each day with Timothy was a testament to her dream come true. This new chapter was not without its challenges. Being a guardian was a massive responsibility, demanding patience, understanding, and unyielding love. There were moments of frustration, of exhaustion, of self-doubt. But in every such moment, Anna found strength in her love for Timothy. She navigated these challenges with grace and determination, growing stronger with each passing day. Mary was with her every step of the way, supporting her, guiding her, celebrating her victories. The friendship between the two women deepened, becoming a strong bond of shared experiences and mutual support. Mary's role in Anna's journey was immeasurable, and their friendship was a constant source of strength for Anna. This new beginning was a dramatic turn in Anna's life. It was a journey she had embarked on with determination and hope, a journey that had led her to a fulfillment she had only dreamed of. It was a testament to her strength, her resilience, her love. As Anna looked at her life, at the joy and fulfillment that now filled her days, she felt a sense of gratitude. She was living her dream, a dream she had fought for, a dream she had achieved. This new beginning was the start of her journey as a mother, a journey she was ready to embrace with all her heart. It was a new chapter in her life, a chapter filled with love, joy, and fulfillment. It was her new beginning. Chapter 18. The Journey of Motherhood. The journey of motherhood had begun for Anna. With each passing day, she was discovering the nuances of this new role, the challenges and joys it brought, and the immense love that filled her heart. Every day brought a new adventure, a new experience, a new lesson. Anna had always known that she wanted to be a mother, but living it was an entirely different experience. The joy she felt when Timothy accomplished something new, the worry that clouded her when he was ill, the pride that swelled in her heart when he showed kindness, all these emotions were new and overwhelming, yet incredibly fulfilling. Being Timothy's mother was not just about taking care of him. It was about learning and growing with him. Anna found herself evolving, adapting, and maturing in ways she hadn't imagined. Every challenge brought out a strength she didn't know she possessed. Every setback taught her patience and resilience, and every victory filled her heart with unprecedented joy. At the same time, Anna's relationship with Mary had become an invaluable pillar of support in her life. From the initial stages of her journey to becoming a mother, to the ongoing experiences she was now navigating, Mary's unwavering friendship was a source of strength, wisdom, and comfort. The shared experiences, the quiet moments of understanding, the laughter and tears, all tied them together in a deep bond of friendship. As Anna continued her journey of motherhood, she could not help but reflect on her journey so far. It was a journey that was paved with hardship and heartbreak, but also resilience and unyielding hope. It was a journey that was marked by the power of friendship and the strength of a dream. And it was a journey that had led her to her most cherished dream, the dream of becoming a mother. This journey was a testament to Anna's strength, to her resilience, to her capacity to love. It was a testament to the bond she shared with Mary, a friendship that had stood the test of time and circumstances. And it was a testament to the power of dreams, to the belief that no dream was too big or too unreachable. In the end, Anna's story was more than just a journey towards motherhood. It was a story of love, of resilience, of dreams coming true. It was a story of a woman who dared to dream, who faced adversity with strength and courage, who never lost faith in her dreams, and who found her purpose and happiness in the love of a child. As she embarked on her journey of motherhood, Anna was filled with a sense of contentment and gratitude. She had reached her destination, and she was ready to embrace the journey ahead. With Timothy by her side and Mary's unwavering support, Anna was ready to face the joys and challenges of motherhood. And so, Anna's journey of motherhood began, a journey filled with love, joy, challenges, growth, and fulfillment. It was the start of a new chapter, a new journey, and a new life. Anna was ready, and she was eager. The journey of motherhood awaited her, and she was ready to embrace it with open arms.